What's going on, guys? I'm back in action. So today I want to get right into it. And today I'm sharing some things with you that I feel is very critical in the process of you building a mortgage business. And what the reason that I'm building this is because I started as a loan officer, worked my way into a mortgage broker and then a mortgage brokerage business, right? And then I became a direct lender and a wholesale lender as well, or wholesale. We had a wholesale department within the company. So now what I want to do is I want to share how you can be able to generate your own leads. And the reason that I'm sharing this is because in the past, I found that I found that there were marketing companies out there that did have good marketing services. However, they didn't deliver. And it made sense to me, to pay X amount of dollars to get a specific service. But however, they were the ones generating the leads. They were the ones that were in control. And so I felt that for me, that was a big no-no for I think it's a big no-no for any person that's in the mortgage space or even real estate space. And I know how important it is for people and brands and businesses that they don't want to spend the money. But I know I had shiny object syndrome in a sense because I know that I had a lot of referrals coming in. I had referrals, and I still to this day have people that want to do business with me because I get things done. It's this thing about getting things done. And so, what I will share with you today is that if you are good at what you do, of course you're going to get referrals. The thing is you're never going to know where those referrals or when those referrals are going to come in. And so, what I want to do is I want to share the secret sauce, the way that you will be able to generate leads at $5, not $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 per lead. And they're not junk leads. They're real leads. They're your leads. You own them. And if you decide you want to sell them, so be it. Do what you do. Now, I'm going to share some of the things that we do and we utilize that will help you in the process of building very specific. We're using tools that we use to build your brand, to build your business. No longer are you going to need a third party to do that for you. No longer will you need if you work for a mortgage company, for them to generate leads. Because remember, those leads are going to be sold many times over. I don't care how many ways you slice it. The key here is being able to build and own your own data. Like, how important and critical is that? So today I want to share with you one of the things that you would be able to use the same way that I was using it, and I'm using, and many of my current clients are using right now. So here's what you can do. You can just we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to put in a zip code. Let's just put in 1701, right? That's a New York deal. And you can see this is what it will look like. We're still processing loans. Find out how much you qualify for, right? Because everybody wants to know what they qualify for. Again, if it's a purchase, now this would be you looking for purchase business. And so you can have several different, if you will, campaigns going that, again, you can put your money into building your own business, like building your leads, putting money into advertising versus putting the money into having someone build a zip code or whatever they do, however they used to do it. I remember that back in the day. Now times have changed, right? So we're in a world where you still need to understand a little bit about marketing and certain things, but you don't need to be an expert in it. And I think that's where most people get stuck. And so we're going to start people on the Facebook realm of things, but however, we're going to teach you how to do it on Google, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of the major platforms, YouTube, Google Ad Display, Google Messenger, Google Phone, Facebook Messenger, all of the above. We're going to show you how to own your market, literally how to own your market. And my goal is to work with 50 mortgage brokers and real estate agents that are interested, not just, let me just say this again, that not are interested, but are committed to building your brand and building your business. Because that's the end of the day. If you don't own your market, man, you can't really, you're going to be competing all the time. You're never going to dominate. You're never going to be the face. And so let me stop talking. Let me get to where I was here. So we're going to go back to the previous part where I just put in a zip code, right? And then I'm going to put in what type of property were you. So we can just say that, hey, this is a multifamily. Okay. How will the property be used? We can say that it's going to be a secondary home for now, right? Are you currently working with an agent? Key. No, right? Now we know that they don't have an agent. And if you're a mortgage professional, great. This is a great opportunity for you to refer business to your real estate agent. How soon do you plan to buy a home? Well, let's see. I want to make an offer. Let's just say I want to make an offer within the next 30 to 60 days. Okay, perfect. Is this your first time buying a home? Yes, it is. What is the estimated purchase price of the property? Well, let's just say we're going to start it with 400, right? How much are you putting down? Like, now this is important, right? Because you can say, well, I got 6 to 10%. What's your estimated credit score? Now we can get a gauge and understanding of what their credit scores are. And then we can say, hey, your annual income is 150, right? We use that as an example, or for example. And then we're going to hit next. And then can you provide proof of income? Yes. Have you filed bankruptcy? No. Okay. And then we're going to give the full name. We're going to just put test in here. We're going to go next. Now we're going to build these out for you. So you don't have to know how to do this. The only thing you would need to know is how to run this, how we help you build your brand. And we're going to give you access to have several different kind of campaigns that you would just have to focus on building. The only thing you would have to focus on is basically putting in the domain names that we create for you. That's it. And then you're going to drive leads to this specific place. And we're going to show you how to do that. So we're going to go ahead and put in a phone number here. And we're going to say, okay, so we're going to say 333, right? And then we're going to hit submit. Perfect. Now that lead is already giving you the information you needed. Now, if you want to put your video here, or you want, however you want to do it, we can set this up for your brand, for you specifically, and what you wanted to say. So your pre-application is being processed. I'll be reaching out by phone and email for additional information. Jump to the front of the line by clicking here to call. Click, boom. I says, I'm not your mortgage loan officer, but if I was, it would be a real good one. I'd be a real good one. Okay. My mission is to help connect people trying to acquire their dream home with reputable mortgage loan officers who will give them excellent service. So we're going to be able to go ahead and plug you into a system that's like this. And man, I can't even tell you how successful this program is and how we can really help you catapult to the next step. If you're interested in learning more and you want to build your brand, you want to take your volume, double, triple your volume over the next 12 months, we absolutely can help you do that. And in a blink of an eye, literally, you can start with just using this piece right now. Stay tuned for the next. All right. So if you recall, you can remember that I just filled out that information right here. And so you're going to be able to see that person just filled out some information, and that was 1 minute ago. Okay. And they did a new pre-app, tagged them on an FHA loan purchase or just a normal conventional. It doesn't really matter. So ultimately what we're wanting to know from this person is this is a tool that we're going to be using, and that's going to tell us where they visited, how long not necessarily how long, but what time, so the times that they visited, and then it's going to give us the information in the survey that was submitted, and that says that there was a zip code, and then this is all of their information, how much they're going to put down, if they have a real estate agent, all of the necessary things that are needed to help you go to the next level and understand before you get on the phone with them what it is that they're going to require, if they require anything necessary before you get on the phone with them, to start asking them questions that they already filled out, so that you're not really repeating yourself at the end of the day. So that's what that's for. And it'd be like, you have a cheat sheet so that you can go ahead and reach out to them. Now, we all know response time is very critical in that stage. So it's very important to reach out to them as soon as they fill it out, because remember, You are going to be paying for that specific person. No one else is going to see that. It's your lead. We show you how to do it. It's very transparent because the lead goes directly into your Facebook Ads Manager account, and then it shows up in the contact. So we show you how to do that piece as well. So hang tight. Let me show you the next phase. All right, so now we're going into phase 3, and phase 3 is basically pretty simple. We've already taken, you guys have seen the first steps. You've seen the second step, which is building out the actual page or the website or landing page where people can actually go and visit where you would run the ad. Now, this is exactly how we would help you. And you're going to implement this on your own because you need to own your own lead, right? So we're talking about owning our content, owning our data, right? Because if someone else owns your data, then they're going to sell your data, right? And then it's really not your data. You didn't generate that. And if you ever decide you wanted to sell your book of business, so to speak, and if you've actually closed those deals, those are your deals, right? That's your book of business that you created. And if you decided you wanted to sell those as well, you could. If you don't work with specific types of loans, or if you were real estate agents, whatever the case may be, you could do whatever you want with the data. Now, all we're doing here is we're taking this piece and we're going to go ahead and use this button here, this feature. And what we're going to tell it is we're going to be able to create conversions. Now, we're going to use conversions. In a lot of cases, you don't need to use conversions, meaning if you don't have a pixel set up, that's a whole deal there. And we will absolutely assist you with that piece. Now, you can use instant forms, but in this particular case, we already have the landing page set up and the pixel set up here, which is right there. So we're going to basically use this this cat pixel here, and then we're going to use it. We're going to say we want to generate leads. So that's our goal, and we've already created that conversion. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the domain name that I connected to it, and I'm going to tell it what I'm using to market to, and ultimately what it's going to do is going to say mortgages to mortgages. Okay, we're going to tell it people looking to purchase a home. Okay, that's pretty simple, right? And then we're going to name it. We're going to just call it Mortgages by Me. Okay, I don't know. I'm just using that as an example, just to get through this process. Now we're just going to go ahead and generate the ad. And we're going to test this out for 7 days. So what it did is it generated a description. And what it says is Mortgages by Me is a business dedicated to assisting individuals in purchasing their dream homes. We provide comprehensive mortgage solutions tailored to each client's unique needs and financial circumstances, right? So you get that piece. Now, if you don't want to use this, you don't have to. You can regenerate a description, or you can write it yourself. So I'm using 2 screens here. So you'll see now that what it's going to do is going to go ahead and it's going to read the website that I generated for it. And then it's going to understand the business. It's going to generate content. So this is the piece where we're going to advise you on how you're going to be able to, again, own your own data, right? Because owning your data is the absolute key. And so what it did is it created this video here, or this, it doesn't have sound, but it created this through Shutterstock. And it's like, okay, then we feel like that might be an attention grabber. You don't have to use that. You can use whatever you want. But remember, the AI is building out the content. It's building out all of the pertinent information that's needed to keep the process moving, to keep the whole system moving, so that you can start to market your business and generate leads. So now we're going to click on this edit button over here. So what it's done is we're going to give this campaign a name. We're going to call it Mortgages by Me. Okay, I'm just using that because I'm not in the mortgage industry anymore. However, we have clients that are generating literally their own leads. We are showing them how they can do it themselves and no longer have to bring in a third party. and you can generate. Now we're going to remove all of these targeting pieces here, and we're going to say, we're going to take this out, we're going to take that out, take this out, and take that out. Now we're going to type in mortgages. We're going to say that's what we're looking for, mortgage loans. And then we're going to say, what else? Real estate, call it the real estate industry. Let's say people are looking to, let's go down the list here and just kind of see what the interests are. And we can just kind of peg here. And I'm giving you all the insights, so you don't need to do anything. I'm instructing you right now on which options are the best here. And so we're not going to use home improvement in this particular case because we're looking for people that are looking to purchase a property. But I'm just using my screen here. I've got 3 screens here, 4 actually, and I'm going through which ones I believe are going to be the most effective to being able to generate the lead. So none of those are going to work, but what I will do is I'm going to focus on the states that you're going to focus on the states that you're licensed in. So we can just use all of these right here. For example, if you wanted to just kind of take some of these out, if you're licensed in New York, or if you're licensed in Florida, or wherever you're licensed, that's fine. But you could just plug those in here, and you can target that market, and it's going to find the ideal client that's looking for that particular message. Facebook already knows who to look for. Now, this is just a very basic aspect of how you'd be able to generate leads, basically. So I'm just gonna right now I'm gonna delete the real estate industry, and we're just gonna use the mortgage loans right here. So 144 to 170 million people in this search, which is really cool, right? So we're gonna go ahead, and we're not retargeting. We're gonna reach people who don't know us yet, and then we are going to use all of those. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll look for some other options. So we're going to use Shutterstock here. We're going to say mortgages, for example, mortgages, and let's just use some of these options here. So we can just say like that one, for example. We can use this one, that one, and that one. Okay, that's fine. So we know what we're using here, and then that'll be the options, the four that they show here, and it'll just kind of be an add combination of variances of things that are needed to move forward in the system here. So with that being said, you've decided you wanted to use AI, or if you wanted to write the content yourself, that's absolutely fine. But I suggest that you read over the AI copy, and that when we go through the training with you, and we show you all of the from the onboarding side of things, this is going to be pretty easy to understand. You can run this for 7 days, and that you'll spend about $70 and you'll get 93 clicks. However, I will say that these are very high quality leads because of the landing page process. And so you don't have to know all of these things. We've already consolidated it for you, so no need to know all of those features. You can, in the headline options, we find your dream home, unlock your home ownership journey. All of those are in there, and it's going to just say learn more. If you decide you want to spend more money and you want to go $20 per day in the budget, okay, let me just change that to $20. If you want to go to $20, then that would increase your spend to 140 roughly, and on average. So it'd be 70 to 140. But the AI is going to maximize your ability to not spend as much and also generate quality leads. So we also have some options here that we know work, and we are going to share those with you to make you be very successful in the process of understanding what it is that you need to move forward in learning this whole system. And what we will do is we can have a training. Well, we're going to provide the training, and we're going to show you how to combine all of these options and features so that you can, again, own your content. Not only own your content, but own the lead that no one else will be calling. They will only be filling out your information, which is great. This will be 100% transparent. And I'm going to go to the last piece, and I'm going to show you that when you finally hit the button to create the ad, and again, we've been marketing on Facebook now for over 5 years. So this is the icing on the cake to really to have complete ownership, and not only ownership but transparency on how much you're going to be spending. Where if there were a third party, then they're going to tell you they're spending a certain amount of money. However, that's money that you could be taking and putting into your own ads. That's how that would work. So with that being said, let me go ahead and show you what will happen once we hit create, and stay tuned for the next phase. What I'm doing now is I'm sharing my tab, and here is where this is going to be really important to understanding that once you go in, you're going to go into your campaigns, right? Now, again, this is going directly into your ads manager account. So once you hit create, it's going to go right into your ads right here. And you'll be able to see all the ads that you're running and even how much you're spending. There's no extra added information or benefit here that's are for us. It's all for you. So you're just going to be using our system, and you also are paying to be in the program. That's the whole purpose of this, is to get you into the program so that you can start to basically own your own data. And that's ultimately where it works. And you can go in and check your ads manager account in Facebook. Now, not only are we going to be able to plug you into Facebook, we're going to be able to plug you into Google, Bing, all of the major platforms, even Spotify now, which is coming up with a whole new system that we'll be able to plug you into as well. But for now, Facebook is where it is, where people are. There's over 1 billion people or more on Facebook. So this is really, Facebook is really the key to getting your business launched and only having to pay $5 to $10 per lead or less, sometimes less than that, depending on how it's optimized. But we're going to share that all with you guys, and we're really going to help you catapult to the next phase and the stages of your business. So look forward to that. Thank you.